part 6. Open your textbook, page number 24. That is effect of area of contact and frictional force. That means as you are applying a force to the single object, what happens to this brick? Let us see through an experiment. So in the figure 1.1, you can able to see this pulling a brick with spring balance. Okay, we are trying to pull this brick with the help of spring balance, and also one other person is trying to lag this brick. Yes or not? To change the position of the brick. So tie a string around a brick and pull the brick by using a spring balance. So this is a string, right? So you have been placed a brick. With the help of that brick, you are attached to a spring balance. This total brick is attached to a spring balance. So now we have to be apply some amount of force to drag this position of the brick. You have to change the position of the brick. So in order to change the position of the brick, you must apply initially force. It is denoted with the symbol capital F. In a spring balance, the spring is stretched by the applied force. The change in the length of the spring is directly proportional to the applied force. That means length of the spring is directly proportional to the applied force. If you are applying the excess amount of force to the object, ultimately the spring balance weight also we can able to be detect, and the position of the brick will be moved to a longer distance. Similarly, if you are applying a little bit of force, what happens? The position of the brick will be moved to a shorter distance. So the scale of the spring balance directly gives the applied force in newtons. So here we have the readings, right? As you are applying some amount of force to this brick, we have the chance of getting the readings of that spring balance. So it is directly gives the applied force in newtons or in kilograms. Pull it to move the brick. Note down the readings of the spring balance when the brick just begins to move. So as you are applying the force on this particular object, definitely you have the chance of getting some readings on the surface of the spring balance. You have to be notify that readings in the form of tabular column. Okay now. Two forces are acting on the brick in the horizontal direction. So you can see the one more picture over here. One is applied force. This is a negative force which is acting on the ground surface. That is frictional force. So what is the force over here? This is applied force by the person. This is the opposite force or opposing force which is placed or which is present on the surface of the ground floor. That is frictional force. Okay now. Two forces are acting on the surface of the brick in horizontal direction. Now put another brick over the brick. Tie to the spring balance or press it vertically with your hand and then measure the force of friction as described above. So once you have been placed only one of the brick, but you have to place 2 to 3 bricks. Once again you are placing 2 to 3 bricks. Now try to drag this brick with the help of supportive stand. What happens? It has the chance of moving to a shorter distance and you have the chance of getting new readings on the surface of spring balance. So notify that readings also in the second case. Is there any difference between frictional forces in two cases? Yes. In the first case, it is the chance of moving to a maximum distance, but in the second case, it has a chance of moving to a shorter distance due to because of excess weights which we are going to be added. Yes or not? In the first case, we have been added only one brick, but in the second case, we are adding excess weights. So its performance will be very low. From the above activity, you can understand that when we add a brick to the existing brick or apply force by pressing it vertically, the normal force will be increases and hence we find there is an increase in the frictional force. So frictional force is always proportional to the normal force. Frictional force is always acting or always directly proportional to the normal forces. Here normal force in the sense what? If the object is moving only in a specified direction, it is referred as normal force. As you are keep on adding n number of weights to the selected object, definitely the frictional force will be excess. If there is excess frictional force, it doesn't have the chance of showing its actual supportness to the object. So frictional force should be always in limited. ఫ్రిక్షన్ ఫోర్స్ ఎప్పుడు లిమిటెడ్గా ఉండాలి. ఒకవేళ ఎగ్జాస్ ఫ్రిక్షన్ ఫోర్స్ ఉందనుకోండి ఏమవుతుంది, ఆబ్జెక్ట్ అనేది స్కిడ్ అవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది. సో ఖచ్చితంగా అది లిమిట్ ఉండే విధంగా మనం చూసుకోవాలి. ఎప్పుడైతే ఎగ్జాస్ వెయిట్స్ యాడ్ చేస్తున్నామో దాని యొక్క పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ కూడా వీక్ అయ్యే ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. Friction is always directly proportional to normal force, where proportionality is a symbol representing proportionality to. So ఈ సింబల్ ఏమంటున్నాం మనము proportional to. That means frictional force increase అవుతాయి, నార్మల్ ఫోర్స్ కూడా ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. నార్మల్ ఫోర్స్ డిక్రీజ్ అవుతాయి, ఫ్రిక్షనల్ ఫోర్స్ కూడా డిక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా? దిస్ ఇస్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ వాట్ ఎఫెక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఏరియా ఆఫ్ కాంటాక్ట్ ఆన్ ఏ ఫ్రిక్షనల్ ఫోర్స్. హారిజంటల్లో ప్లేస్ చేసినప్పుడు మనకి ఏమవుతుంది, సర్ఫేస్ ఏరియా అనేది చాలా లార్జ్గా ఉంటుంది. సో వెర్టికల్గా ఉన్నప్పుడు సర్ఫేస్ ఏరియా అనేది, ఏరియా ఆఫ్ కాంటాక్ట్ అనేది స్మాలర్గా ఉంటుంది. సో అప్లయింగ్ ఫోర్స్ అనేది కూడా ఎంటైర్లీ డిఫరెంట్. On the horizontal floor, whenever we are placing this object on the horizontal floor, it has the chance of moving to a maximum distance. But when the object is placed in vertical direction, it has also have the chance of moving to a maximum distance. But initially, applying force should be more when we compared with the previous one. Is it clear? Next concept is friction produces heat. I will be explaining in the next part 7.